Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Thursday, July 13th, 2023. Today I'm going to recap these soccer games from yesterday and look ahead to today's notable soccer games. Same for the WNBA and the Summer League. We have Wimbledon, golf, ESPY's recap, news and notes, and best bet. All right, we'll start with soccer. We don't usually start with soccer, but today we are. We will go over notable soccer results from yesterday and look ahead to anything going on today. Gold Cup semifinals. Mexico defeats Jamaica 3-0. And Panama-US was 1-1 draw, but Panama pulls off the big upset 5-4 on penalties. So USA with the very disappointing finish in the semifinals, as the final will be Sunday night between Mexico and Panama. All right, MLS from Saturday. New England over Atlanta 2-1, and I mean Wednesday. Cincy over Red Bulls 2-1, Mini over Houston 3-0. Philadelphia defeats Nashville 2-0. KC Salt Lake 2-2 draw. Colorado, Portland 0-0 draw. Chicago over Montreal 3-0. LAFC over St. Louis 3-0. San Jose over Seattle 2-0. And Vancouver over Austin 2-1. Saturday, we have more games. And then the MLS All-Star game is Wednesday. And then the league goes on a hiatus and resumes Sunday, the 20th of August. So, get your MLS flex in when you can on Saturday, because you won't have it for a long time after the All-Star game next week. All right, club friendlies. Feyenoord over Club Brugge 2-0. Man United over Leeds 2-0. Dortmund over Reiners 7-0. And Red Star over Fenerbahce 3-1. All right, only one today, 1 o'clock. You have Nuremberg and Arsenal. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think these odds are up, but I'm going to look anyway. No. UCL qualifying. FC Astana and Dinamo Tbilisi 1-1 draw. HJK Helsinki over Larne 1-0. BK Hackett over TNS 3-1. Farul Constana over Sheriff 1-0. And South Bratislava and Hesperange 1-1 draw. Qualifying in the first round resumes with the second legs on Tuesday the 18th. And then Europa Conference League qualifying first round results from yesterday. Dudelang over St. Patrick's 2-1 and B36 Torshavn and Lemixon 0-0 draw. All right, we have a lot of them today, so bear with me. 11 o'clock you have Ararat and Ignatia. Ararat plus 110. Ignatia plus 270. The draw plus 210. I'm going to go with Ararat at plus 110. Payunic and Trans. Pionic's minus 1250. Trans is 29-1 as a dog, plus 850 is the draw. I'm going to go over 3.5 goals at plus 106. T. Kostane and FC Honka. Tobel's plus 125. Honka's plus 250. Draw plus 210. I'm going to go with Tobel at plus 125. Enter the Escaldes and Viking Yergoda. Anders plus 155, Vikinger is plus 175. The draw is plus 220. I'm going to go with Vikinger at plus 175. 11:30, MSK, Zelina, and Lavadia Talon. These are all first legs, by the way. Zelina's minus 150. FCI is plus 410. Draw plus 270. I'm going to go with MSK to win, but I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at minus 104. Macedonia and Rigas. FK is plus 370. Rigas is minus 130. Draw plus 260. Tough one. I'm going to go with the draw plus 260. At noon, you have Panevazes and FC Milzami. Panevazes minus 240. FC's plus 650. Draw plus 340. I'm going to go with 2.5 over minus 106. FC Haka and Crusaders. Haka's minus 120. 120. Crusaders is plus 330. Draw plus 250. I'm going to go with the draw plus 250. Magpies and Dundalk. FCB minus 320. Dundalk is minus 110. The draw is plus 230. We'll go with Dundalk at minus 110. 1 o'clock, you have Alashkert and Arsenal Tavat. Alashkert's minus 230. FK Arsenal is plus 650. The draw is plus 330. For this one, I'm going to go with over 2.5 goals at plus 106. Gazira United and Glentoran. Greece United is plus 140. Glentoran's plus 220. Draws 2 to 1. I'm going to go with Glentoran as a dog at plus 220. Riga FC and Vikinger. Riga's minus 145. Vikingers plus 420. Draw plus 270. For this one, let's do over 2.5 goals plus 102. Torpedo Kuda and FK Sarajevo. Torpedoes plus 230. Sarajevo's plus 135. Draws plus 195. I'm going to go with Sarajevo plus 135. Duca Genie and Europa FC. Duca Genie's minus 140. Europa FC's plus 410. The draw's plus 260. I'm going to go with the draw plus 260. Hengelmann and Shikupi. Hengelmann's plus 190. Shikupi's plus 150. Draw plus 210. To go with Shikupi at plus 150. NK Damzali and Balzan FC. Damzali's minus 340. Balzan's plus 950. The draw's plus 390. I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals at minus 106. All right, where did I just leave off? All right, Damzali, okay. Dunajaska and Dilagori at 130. Dilagori's minus 210. Danaska's 6 to 1, draws plus 290. For this one, let's go over 2.5 goals at even money. Penybont and Santa Coloma. Penybont's minus 135. Santa Coloma's plus 440. Draw plus 240. For this one, we are going to go with over 2.5 goals at plus 124. Niederkorn and Jelani. Niederkorn's minus 165. Jelani plus 550. Draw plus 250. This one, over 2.5 goals plus 130. 2 o'clock, HB, Torshavn, and Derry City. Torshavn is plus 160, Derry plus 190. The draw is 2-1. I'm going to go with Torshavn at plus 160. KF, Shikandija, and Haverford West. Shikandija is minus 850. Haverford West is 90-1 or 19-1. The draw is 7-1. I think the draw is pretty attractive at 7-1. SK Tirana and Din Batumi. KF is plus 125. Dinamo is plus 250. Draw plus 210. I'm going to go with the draw plus 210 here. FC Vaduz and Neiman Grodno. FC Vaduz is minus 110. Neiman Grodno is plus 310. Draws plus 230. I'm going to go with Vaduz at minus 110. K.A. Akureri and Kanas Quay. K.A. is minus 230. Kanas is 550. Draws 370. We'll go with the draw plus 370. Seljesnikar and Dinamo Minsk at 230. Seljesnikar is plus 160. Dynamo is plus 190. The draw is 2-1. We'll go with the draw 2-1. FK, Sujeska, and Cosmos. Sujeska is minus 1450. Cosmos is 29-1. The draw is 10-1. Let's go with the draw at 10-1. I'm going to bet on value. Fiorita and Zimbru at 245. Zimbru's minus 390. Fiorita is plus 750. The draw is 5-1. I'm going to go for this one with over 3.5 goals at plus 128. Linfield and V. Shikoder. Linfield's minus 130. Shikoder's 4-1. The draw is plus 230. This pick is going to be over 2.5 goals plus 122. And last but not least, 3 o'clock, NK, Maribor, and Berkakara. Maribor's minus 460. Berkakara's 12-1. The draw's plus 480. I'm going to go with the draw plus 480 for that one. Second leg, we have Tuesday, and then Thursday, we also have second leg of qualifying. I'm quickly going to double check to make sure we have other soccer to at least discuss today. We have a women's friendly tonight at 8:30 between Vietnam and Spain. And I don't know why I don't see it, but we have Puerto Rico, DR. Puerto Rico's minus 105. DR is plus 250. Draw plus 240. Puerto Rico at minus 105. But we do have a Vietnam-Spain tonight. And in Liga MX tonight, we have a couple of matches. 9 o'clock, you have Santos and Atlas. Santos is plus 135. Atlas is plus 190. The draw is plus 230. I'm going to go with Atlas at plus 190 as a dog. At 11 o'clock, we have Guadalajara and Necaxa. Guadalajara is minus 140. Necaxa is 4-1. The draw is plus 260. This one will go over 2.5 goals at minus 106. All right, that was long for soccer. Now we'll do WNBA. We will go over the results from yesterday before we head into the All-Star break. So them and MLS. I know WNBA will be back next week, but MLS is on a little bit of a hiatus here. All right, so the Liberty over to Fever 95-87 in overtime after the Liberty blew an 18-point lead, and Elijah Boston hit the shot to force overtime, but Stewie and the Liberty pull it out. Another Commissioner's Cup game, Sun over the Sky 84-72. Another Commissioner's Cup game, Wings over the Lynx 107-67. Dream over the Storm 85-75, and the Aces over the Sparks 97-78. All-Star game is Saturday night in primetime on ABC. We will preview and pick the game on the podcast tomorrow. Alrighty, now move on to the Summer League. We will go over results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight. Clippers over the Grizzlies 83-74. Hawks over the T-Wolves 99-93. Mavs over the Warriors 98-96 in overtime. Pistons over the Raptors 94-90. Thunder over the Pacers 98-87. Knicks over the Magic 80-80 in overtime, so best bet lost. Jazz over the Nuggets 96-91. And the Celtics over the Lakers 95-90. All right, today at 3 o'clock, ESPN 2, you have the Cavs and the Bulls from Thomas and Mack. The Cavs are giving 4.5 totals, 179.5. That's a low total. I'm giving the over. 3:30 NBA TV from Cox. You have the Sixers and the Hawks. The Sixers are giving 1.5 totals, 184.5. I'll take the Hawks getting the 1.5 and plus 102 outright. I'm surprised Philly's favored here. 5 o'clock ESPN 2 from Thomas and Mack. Nets Raptors. The Nets are giving 4.5 totals, 177.5. I'm taking the Raptors getting the points. 5:30 NBA TV, the Heat and the Bucks. The Heat are giving 1.5 totals, 175.5. I'll take the over. 7 o'clock ESPN from Thomas and Mack. Rockets Warriors. The Rockets are giving 4.5 totals, 186.5. I'm going to lay the 4.5 with the Rockets over Golden State. NBA TV 7:30 from Cox. Hornets Pelicans. So Brandon Miller is playing here. The Pelicans are giving 2.5 totals, 179.5. That's a tough one. But give me Charlotte getting the points. 9 o'clock on ESPN 2 from Thomas and Mack. Blazers Magic. The Blazers are giving 4.5 totals, 177.5. I'll lay the points of Portland and Scoot Henderson. And 9:30 NBA TV from Cox. T-Wolves Kings. Sacramento's giving 1.5 totals, 183.5. I like the under. That's a low total. Or I'm sorry, a high total. And I really don't give out unders in Summer League games very often. Okay. Now I'm going to do Wimbledon from yesterday and look ahead to today's Wimbledon matches, semifinals. All right, we'll start with the men's quarterfinals. 1 seed Carlos Alcaraz over 6 seed Holger Rune in 3 sets, and 3 seed Daniil Medvedev over Chris Eubanks in 5 sets. And then the women's yesterday, quarterfinals, 16 Jabeur over 3 seed Elena Rybakina in 3 sets. So Jabeur pulls off the upset. And 2 seed Ariana Sablenka over 25 seed Madison Keys in 2 sets. Semifinals today, coming up at 8:30. You have the Cinderellas, Alina Svitolina and Marketa Vondrousova. I am pulling up the odds now. Vondrousova's minus 144. Svitolina is plus 122. I like Svitolina, and I'm going to say she takes it 2-1. That's plus 340. And then at 9:45, you have 16 Jabeur and 2 seed Arena Sablenka. Sablenka's minus 162. Jabeur is plus 138. For this one, I'm going to go with Sablenka 2-1 at plus 270 to set up a final between Svitolina and Sablenka, which should be a lot of fun. All right, now move on to golf. We have 2 leaderboards to go over right now. Barbasol and Scottish. We'll do Barbasol first. Your leader right now with a score of 3 under is Ryan or Moore. Tied for second with 2 under, Harry Higgs, Clement Sordet, Daniel Brown, and Martin Simonson. Tied for 6th with 1 under, Peter Malnati, Bryce Garnett, D.A. Points, Sean O'Hare, Jonathan Bird, Brian Davis, Andrew Landry, Julian Guerrero, Hiradek at Farmbot, Tyler Duncan, Andrew Wilson, and Adrian Saudier. Tied for 18th and even. I'm going to do notables now. Jason Duffner, Ryan Moore, Richie Runsky, Vincent Whaley, Chad Ramey, Wesley Bryant, Grayson Murray, Jonas Blix. Tied for 35th with 29th with 1 over. Robert Streb, Ben Crane, Kevin Streelman. And tied for 35th with 2 over, saying you'll know. And then we have more to come later on. Scottish Open, we have more of a broader picture. Tied for first with 6 under, Rory McIlroy, Thomas Dietrich, and Bian Gonant. 4th with 5 under, Kyung Lee. Tied for 5th with 4 under, Will Gordon. Not Grayson Higo. Oliver Becker and Ewan Ferguson. Tied for 8th with 3 under, Grayson Higo, Thurston Lawrence, some Jordan Olesen, Marcel Syme, Dylan Langworth, and Tapio Polkanen. Tied for 14th with 2 under, Matt Fitzpatrick, Justin Thomas, Minwoo Lee, Robert McIntyre, Xander Lombard, Sam Burns, Nate Taylor, Dylan Wu, and Marcel Schneider. Tied for 23rd with 1 under, JT Potson, Joaquim Lagrin, Matthew Jordan, Dale Whitnell, Oliver Wilson, Rafa Barabelo, Simone Frostrom, Aki Stydrum, Brian Harmon, Eric Cole, Alex Smalley, Sean Crocker, Ben Martin, Charlie Hoffman, and Bio Kim. Tied for 38th at even, Adam Putnam, Xander Schauffele, now I'm going to do notables, Sunjay M, C. Thiglia, Michael Kim, Ben Taylor. Tied for 52nd, 1 over, Ludwig Aberg, Lucas Herbert, Aaron Ray, Francesco Molinari, Tommy Fleetwood, Taylor Montgomery. Tied for 67th with 2 over, Alex Baddeley, Harrison Endicott, Patrick Cantlay, Jordan Spieth, Cam Davis, Jensen Pond, Robbie Shelton tied for 3 over. We don't nobody of note. 80th with 7 over Dylan Fratelli. Not a good start for Dylan Fratelli in the Scottish Open. All right, now we're gonna recap the ESPYs real quick from last night. It was an interesting show, to say the least. Pat McAfee was amazing in hosting. That guy is just amazing. George Brew knows him pretty well. So I should get George on the show to talk about some hockey stuff and Pat just in general. All right, so ESPY awards. Best team, the Chiefs. Best WNBA player, Aja Wilson. Best UFC fighter, John Jones. Best comeback, Jamal Murray. Best men's athlete, Patrick Mahomes. Best women's athlete, Michaela Sherifin, believe it or not. Best championship performance went to Messi. Best boxer went to Clarissa Shields. Breakout athlete went to Angel Reese. Best play was the Justin Jefferson catch against the Bills. Best record-breaking performance, LeBron. Best college athlete, men's, Caleb Williams. That's just kind of biased favoritism because he's a USC quarterback right there. Best college athlete, women's, Caitlin Clark. Best athlete with disability, Zach Miller. Best NFL player, Pat Mahomes. Best MLB player went to Shohei Ohtani, rightfully so. Best NHL player went to Connor McDavid. Best NBA player went to Nikola Jokic. So all those were nailed. Best driver went to Max Verstappen, Formula One. That's well-deserved. Messi wins best soccer player. Best golfer went to Scotty Scheffler. All right, I did say it was either going to be him or John Rahm. I went with Rahm because he came up with bigger wins, but they went with Scheffler. Best tennis player went to Novak. The Arthur Ashe Award for Courage went to the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team. The Jimmy V Award went to Liam Hendricks. The Pat Tillman Award for Service went to the Bills training staff because of the Damar Hamlin situation. The Muhammad Ali Sports Humanitarian Award went to the Holidays, Lauren and Drew. The Billie Jean King Youth Leadership Award went to Jordan Ademi, Ashley Bottas, and Rishan Patel. So there you have it for the ESPY Awards. Most of them, I think, were correct. I would have went with somebody other than Caleb Williams for best college athlete for men's. I forgot who I said. I think I said Zach Edey of Purdue. But they're just saying him because he's the favorite to be the number 1 overall pick in 2024. So that's kind of like favoritism. That's like picking Andrew Luck in 2011 for the same award. And, but then again, Andrew Luck, you could argue, was a better prospect than, Caleb Williams. But Cam Newton won the Heisman that year in 2010. But yeah, Andrew Luck winning that award in 2011. See, like if he did, which I don't know if he did, but that's what that would have been like. I don't think Caleb Williams deserved that. Like I said, that's favoritism because of USC and the hype that he's gonna be the next big thing in the NFL. All right, now we're gonna do news and notes for today. So we have a lot to get into. We talked about the men's national team getting eliminated last night. We'll start with baseball. Liam Hendricks had a powerful speech at the ESPYs for winning the Jimmy V Award, which was amazing. The Cardinals are selling at the trade deadline, according to President of Baseball Ops, John Mozeliak. Says team is going to trade people with focus on 2024 season. So, I think they're open for business. I really do. I'd be surprised if Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt would be dealt. But I think Jordan Montgomery's going to be traded. I think some other guys might be traded. Lars Nootbaar. But yeah, I do think they're going to keep the two big stars at the corner infield spots. And I think Jack Flaherty they're probably going to keep. And obviously Waino's not going to get dealt because he's Waino. But I think everybody else is on the table for the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, the MLB regular season schedule is going to come out today. We're going to do a schedule podcast recap, maybe a different day, because it's just the MLB schedule for next year isn't relevant until after the off season because of like players changing teams and whatnot. But it's not really that interesting right now. That becomes interesting after the off season's over because of like teams trading players and whatnot. But the Dodgers will play the Padres in 2 regular season games in Seoul on March 20th and 21st to kick off the 2024 season. So that's pretty cool. Sean Casey had his intro press conference. He says he senses tension among the Yankee hitters. The TV job prepped him for this role. So that's pretty cool that the Yankees hired somebody outside the organization to do this. And I like that Sean Casey had said those things. And the Yankees also announced their first jersey patch, which is going to be Star Insurance as their signature partner. So LeBron says at the ESPYs that he is returning for his 21st season. We all knew that was happening. We all knew he wasn't going to retire. LeBron's still a good basketball player, and he really wants to play with his son, I think. And then Kevin Durant, meanwhile, is going back and forth about the importance of scoring on Twitter, of course. Kevin Durant is just crazy on social media. And then LeBron, Melo, Wade, and Chris Paul were all reunited at the ESPYs, which is pretty cool. The Banana Boat Group, as we call them. All right, the Suns might be exploring a campaign trade as they may be targeting T.J. McConnell in a 3-team deal. That would be interesting for the Suns to get T.J. McConnell. And then the Pacers are exploring trades for power forwards. Modern power forwards like Tobias Harris, Harrison Barnes, and OG Anunoby. Which is weird because they just traded for Obi Toppin of the Knicks. And now if they get Tobias and start him at the 4, that means Obi Toppin is right back in that Knicks role he had. Unless if they put one of those guys at small forward. The Knicks are eyeing a Evan Fournier trade that can involve multiple teams. They're just trying to get rid of his money to try to extend Emmanuel quickly. We talked about the Elijah Boston shot to force overtime. LeBron gave her a shout out on Twitter. Domantas Sabonis had thumb surgery as the Lithuanian team's head coach said that Sabonis will not be available for the FIBA World Cup. That is a big loss for the Lithuanian team. Football. Saquon Barkley could sit out week 1 as he's made it clear to the Giants that franchise tag is undesirable amid contract stalemate. And he pushes back on the report that the Giants offered him $13 million a year. So this is not going to be a pretty situation for the Giants unless they get Saquon signed in a week. Giants linebacker Jarrad Davis out indefinitely as he recently underwent knee surgery and is expected to miss significant time. So yesterday is not a good day for the New York Football Giants. Meanwhile, all the attention is on the New York Football Jets because they have Aaron Rodgers and they now got Hard Knocks, which was the obvious call. Kyler attacking ACL rehab as he's ready to move on from negative 2022, capped off by knee injury. The job doesn't stop, he says. And then the Bucks unveiled their alternate jerseys yesterday. Kansas quarterback Jalen Daniels has a diamond chain that plays his highlights, which is pretty cool. That's cool that Kansas actually has a decent quarterback now. They're going to be a player again in the Big 12 like they were last year, pulling off the upsets. And in hockey, the Erik Karlsson sweepstakes is down to two teams, the Carolina Hurricanes and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, boy. Two Metro teams. I think it's going to be Carolina. They've been linked in the longest. Pittsburgh was like a mystery team that kind of popped. I think I predicted him to go to Pittsburgh last year. But if Pittsburgh gets him, Pittsburgh, you could argue, puts themselves back into the top three in that division and leapfrogs the Rangers. But that is debatable if they get Erik Karlsson. So, that is it for news and notes. And last but not least, my best bet of the day, brought to you by FanDuel. The soccer ones are really difficult. So, I am going to go with the Summer League game again. I'm going to lay a quarter unit on it. And I'm going to go back to a team that was good to me the other day. And I actually, it was the Pelicans that were good to me on Tuesday. I thought I bet the Rockets. But I'm going to go with the Rockets minus the points. Where'd that game go? Oh, there it is, against Golden State. So, I'm going to lay a quarter unit on the Rockets minus the 4.5 against Golden State for my best bet of the day. All right, so that's it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do baseball power rankings on the show as we'll get into the second half of the year, and we'll do a bold prediction for every team. So, I hope you guys have a great day, everybody.